The digital footprints we leave behind every day, from social media posts to online registrations, contain far more information than most people realize. And with the latest open-source intelligence, or OSINT tools now available in Kali Linux, anyone with basic technical skills can piece together these fragments to build shockingly detailed profiles of individuals, whether for legitimate investigative purposes or, well, more questionable activities. Kali Linux, the penetration testing platform beloved by cybersecurity professionals and ethical hackers, has recently integrated 15 powerful new OSINT tools that take information gathering to unprecedented levels, enabling users to track down personal details, uncover hidden connections, and map out digital identities with, honestly, frightening efficiency. These tools leverage everything from social media scraping and metadata analysis to advanced geolocation techniques and dark web monitoring, demonstrating just how exposed our online lives truly are in an era where privacy is, increasingly difficult to maintain. Among the standout additions is SocialMapper, an advanced facial recognition tool that can track a person's presence across multiple social networks simply by uploading their photo, automatically scanning platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram to find matching profiles even when different usernames are used. This capability alone has profound implications for both investigators seeking to verify identities and stalkers looking to circumvent their victims' privacy measures. Equally impressive is Trape, a real-time people tracking tool that monitors a target's activity across websites and social media platforms while correlating IP addresses and location data to build a comprehensive picture of their online movements and physical whereabouts. When combined with Creepy, which aggregates and maps geolocation data from social media posts and image metadata, these tools can effectively reconstruct someone's daily routine and frequented locations without ever requiring direct access to their devices or accounts. For email-based investigations, GHunt has emerged as a game-changer, capable of extracting startling amounts of information from a simple Gmail address, including associated YouTube activity, Google Drive usage patterns, and even potential maps reviews left by the target. When paired with theHarvester, which scrapes emails, subdomains, and employee names from public sources, and Holehe, which checks email addresses against hundreds of online services to reveal where an account might exist, investigators can quickly build a detailed map of a person's online presence. The power of these tools becomes particularly evident when examining how they interact with data breach information. Sen1per automatically cross-references discovered emails with known credential leaks, revealing whether a target's passwords might be circulating on hacker forums, while Breacher specializes in scanning compromised databases for specific names, emails, or USLs, demonstrating how one data breach can have lasting repercussions across multiple aspects of a person's digital identity. Username tracking has also reached new levels of sophistication with tools like Sherlock, which checks over 300 social media platforms for a given username, and Maigret, which goes further by analyzing writing style and profile patterns to confirm whether accounts truly belong to the same person. These tools are particularly effective at unmasking individuals who maintain separate professional and personal online identities, as subtle connections between accounts often become apparent when analyzed at scale. For more technical reconnaissance, SpiderFoot remains one of the most comprehensive OSINT automation tools available, querying over 100 data sources to uncover everything from cryptocurrency wallet addresses and domain registrations to forum posts and pastebin dumps that might be associated with a target. Its modular design allows users to customize scans based on specific investigative needs, whether tracking down the digital trail of a cybercriminal or assessing an organization's public attack surface. The dark web and lesser-known corners of the internet are no longer safe havens from prying eyes, thanks to tools like DarkSearch, which provides streamlined access to dark web search engines, and OnionSearch, which specializes in scraping .onion sites for mentions of specific keywords or identities. These are, complemented by Recon-ng, which is a full-featured web reconnaissance framework that can mine information from, well, everything from job boards and academic databases to airline passenger records and genealogy sites. It really demonstrates how all these disparate pieces of publicly available information can be combined to form, honestly, pretty intrusive personal profiles. For mobile-focused investigations, PhoneInfoga goes far beyond just a simple carrier lookup. It analyzes phone numbers to reveal associated social accounts, data breach exposures, and even approximate location history based on public records. At the same time, WiGLE maps Wi-Fi networks and their physical locations, which means it can potentially correlate a target's devices with specific addresses or even their travel patterns. Image analysis capabilities have, really advanced as well, with tools like Aimgur for reverse image searching across multiple engines at once, and ExifTool for extracting hidden metadata from photos. This metadata often includes precise GPS coordinates, camera models, and timestamps, making it surprisingly easy to uncover a lot more than you might expect from just a single photo. When combined with Satellite 6, which provides historical satellite imagery analysis, these tools can verify or disprove alibis, track property changes, and uncover activities that targets believed were conducted off the digital grid. The implications become even more profound when considering tools like SocialScan, which checks username and email availability across platforms in real time, effectively revealing where a person might have accounts they've never publicly acknowledged, or LinkedIn, which scrapes LinkedIn for employee information and organizational structures that can be used in sophisticated social engineering attacks. What makes these tools particularly powerful is their interoperability within the Kali Linux ecosystem. A typical investigation might begin with theHarvester to gather initial emails and domains, feed those into SpiderFoot for broader correlation use, Maltego to visualize connections between entities, and then employ Trape for real-time monitoring, all while Recon-ng runs in the background scraping niche data sources. This workflow, actually mirrors the capabilities of those really expensive commercial surveillance platforms, but it stays freely accessible to anyone who has just basic technical knowledge. The ethical implications here are honestly staggering, because these tools blur the line between what's a legitimate investigation and what turns into invasive surveillance. They're capable of uncovering information that, well, most people would definitely consider private, even though it's technically out there in public. For cybersecurity professionals, these tools are just invaluable when it comes to attack surface analysis, helping organizations figure out what information about their employees and infrastructure is exposed online. Red teams might use LinkedIn to identify potential phishing targets within a company, or maybe employ Cloudflare to uncover misconfigured cloud assets. At the same time, threat intelligence analysts could leverage DarkSearch to monitor for company credentials being traded on hacker forums. However, the same capabilities, if they end up in malicious hands, can enable everything from doxing and harassment to corporate espionage and identity theft. This really raises some important questions about access controls and, well, ethical use. The legal landscape is still struggling to keep pace, since most OSINT tools operate in this kind of gray area by aggregating publicly available data in ways that violate reasonable privacy expectations, even if they're not technically breaking any laws. So, as these tools grow more sophisticated, with emerging capabilities in AI-powered pattern recognition, real-time data correlation, and predictive profiling, individuals and organizations really must become more vigilant about their digital footprints. Even basic precautions like using unique usernames across platforms, disabling geotagging, and regularly auditing public records can significantly reduce exposure to OSINT investigations. Meanwhile, Kali Linux continues to expand its OSINT toolkit, with newer additions focusing on blockchain analysis, deep web monitoring, and automated vulnerability discovery based on gathered intelligence. The democratization of such powerful investigative capabilities through free open-source tools represents both a blessing and curse for modern society. While they empower journalists to uncover corruption, help law enforcement track criminals, and enable organizations to secure their systems, they also make invasive surveillance accessible to anyone with a laptop and internet connection. This duality underscores why ethical training is as crucial as technical skills in cybersecurity education, as the ability to find information must be matched with judgment about when it's appropriate to do so. In demonstrating these 15 powerful OSINT tools, the goal isn't to enable surveillance, but to illuminate our collective digital exposure, empowering people to navigate an increasingly transparent world with their eyes wide open to both the possibilities and perils of our interconnected age.